Make sure we're getting live on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Should be starting. We just got to wait for it to start, guys. You know, there's no point live streaming if we're not live streaming, right?
Right.
Turn that music off.
Thank you.
Yeah, we don't want to get dinged. 5 people on, looks like, waiting. I just want to see us go live. I'll check my Facebook too. Looks like we're live on Facebook already. That's good. And looks like I see us on YouTube. Everybody say hi. It'll be delayed for like 30 seconds, something like that. So, hey guys, how's it going? I haven't seen you over the last hour, right?
Nope. Yep. Not at all.
Now remember, Vinny, we're calling David DJ moving forward. From now on, he is DJ. I think it's fitting, don't you, Vinny?
It works for me.
Well, we know it works for you.
We got
a lifelong
somebody
ambition.
Popped in, David Hobby. How you doing, man?
Hey, David, how's you doing, man?
Dave,
thanks for joining us. Well, hey, you know what? I don't mince anything. We prep, as much as we can, and we've got an intro. I've also got a lot of Davids. We're going to call you DH though, David, because we've already got a David we call DJ, so you got to be DH, my friend. So thanks for joining us. Let's get busy here. I'm Jim Gass. Welcome to No Law Firm Left Behind. I'm going to read a script because I haven't memorized it yet. Here's what we do on No Law Firm Left Behind. We help law firm be more competitive, keep your staff and attorneys productive, and get more clients calling for you. So I am Jim Gast, and as you see here on the screen, I've got Vinny Del Valle, who is a legal tech veteran. Say hi, Vinny.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Yeah. And then also got DJ Myers, who is an attorney / tech / cyber guru. Say hi, Dave.
Hey, how's it going?
Don't be too enthusiastic, please. Whatever you do.
It's too early. I don't really start functioning till 10. So I'm like
10 at night.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Well, Dave,
well,
it's
guys,
10:30.
Yeah, it is 10:30 here, Dave.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna have some fun. I think it was, what was it, about 2 weeks ago, Dave, you and I did a 30 and 3 teams trick. Is that what it was, about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was like a high level shot. Here's a whole bunch of stuff about teams. And then we had a whole bunch of people reach out and say, hey, I'd like to see more about this, more about that. So we decided let's slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, right. I did an Association of Legal Administrators national webinar last week. It was last week, wasn't it? It's blending together. And it was on Microsoft Teams, and I get more out of it. And the one consistent comment from I think there were 60 people on there or something like that. The one consistent comment was too fast, just moving way too fast. So that's what me, Vinny, and Dave decided to do is slow it down a little bit and put together a 3-part series where we're going to cover some segmented topics on Microsoft Teams in those 3 series. So you can ask your questions if I don't catch them. Somebody want to say something when you guys want to chat?
Yeah, I was going to say the great thing about doing it in this format and in this venue is that you can go back to it if you want to watch it again, or you want to watch a particular spot, because we will post it on our LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube sites as well.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys know it, but I add our YouTube channel to our website. So all of the videos that we've ever made are actually on our website too. www.spice.net is that website. But our YouTube channel, you found this link, you found YouTube channel easily, so I don't have to tell you where that's at. But I would strongly recommend, and this is a plug for No Law Firm Left Behind, go find No Law Firm Left Behind in LinkedIn and join it. I think I got a caption on it here. I hope I do still. Here we go. Here is, sorry, Dave, got to cover up your face. It's COVID, so we're covering face. And so there's how you join No Law Firm Left Behind in LinkedIn. One of the things about it is that we started something new this week. We're going to see how it works out. But if you remember that group, we have an after show Q&A. It's going to last up to 30 minutes where we'll just answer questions that we don't maybe have time to answer during the stream. So go find that group, and I'm going to take it off the screen now so they can stop playing COVID. All right. So let's dive right in. Vinny, do you want to go ahead and get started? I'm going to show your screen. Are you ready?
Actually, I'll kick it off to Dave. He's going to show the left navigation side.
Oh, look at that. I made the instruction messed up. No, okay, Dave, are you ready to show your screen?
Yeah, I'm ready to go, man.
All right, go. And I'm going to spotlight your screen too so everybody sees it. Nice go you got there, Dave.
Yep. Let me know. It's my screen.
You are live. You are full screen. You are spotlighted on your teams, Microsoft Teams. So Dave's going to cover chats because that's where everybody kind of starts with Microsoft Teams.
So
Dave.
Teams is a huge program with a whole lot of different things, but like Jim said, where most people start using it is the chat functionality. And so what I wanted to go over was the different little things that you can do for organizing your chats over here in this chat column, okay? Now, it doesn't look like a whole lot because this is a demonstration database that we're working in, a demonstration tenant, but all of the functions that I'm going to show you will become far more valuable when you have a list of 20 to 30 different chats going down the left-hand side. So I just had a message from Pradeep just saying good morning. And you can see I got it bold here, which means it's unread. And I got a pop-up down here at the bottom right. Now, once I've gotten that, I could actually click right here on reply.
Unfortunately, our videos are in the way, but it's you can see the purple pop-up, Dave.
When I select that chat, it loads it right here in the right panel. Easy stuff. There's nothing fancy here. So once we've got that going on, let's say I can't help by myself. So I'm going to add someone else to this chat. I'm going to start typing the name. I'm going to add Megan in. And now I've created a group chat. Now, this pops down to an existing group chat because we already had one. If we hadn't, it would have created a new group chat. Okay? So that is the very basic as to how, if somebody's going to reach out to you and start a chat with you, what about if you want to start a chat with someone else? Very simply, I'm going to go up here to the new chat button. Just looks like a little pencil in a square.
Oh, pick me, pick me, pick me.
I think I'm going to. And I'm going to choose Megan. Very straightforward. Nothing too complicated here, okay? So that's how we receive a message. That's how we start a new message. Now,
Dave, Dave, I kind of thought of something just now. Would you mind showing, because we don't have it on our list, would you mind showing how you rename like the group chat between Megan and Pradeep, aka Vinny?
So
that might be useful to rename.
And on the left-hand side, it'll show Megan and Pradeep. Up here, Megan and Pradeep, but I've got a pencil here, which says I can name this group chat. I'm just going to name it, very important chat for the group name, and I'm going to save that. You'll notice it changes it here. It also changes it in my list. So now in my list of all my chats, here's the very important chat. So that could help you. Let's say we've got a chat going about a particular topic or a chat with a particular group of people. We could name it so that it's quicker to find from the list. Easy stuff. So now let's talk about how do we keep all these chats organized. Yes, I've only still got 3, but I can get a whole lot more. So there's a couple different ways that we keep this stuff organized. Let's start by what's called pinning a chat. So I'm going to take this very important chat, and I think it is incredibly important, so important that I always want to keep it at the top. So what I did is I clicked on the ellipses and I went to pin, and it's added to the pinned section in my chat bar. This can be collapsed or expanded, just like the recents can be collapsed or expanded. But even after I've got 100 different chats going here, this very important chat's going to stay right at the top. So pinning that makes it quickly accessible. All right.
Well, that pinned can be collapsed as well. A lot of people don't know that can be collapsed.
Yep. So let's say after that, I want to have more than one chat going at a time. So let's say I've got a chat with Megan here, and I've got a chat with Pradeep. The problem is that I can only be on one at a time if I'm just right here. Well, fortunately, we have the ability to pop these chats out. This is actually newer. This was not around for a while. I'm going to hover over Pradeep. See this button here with the square with the out pointy arrow thing? That's a technical term. We're going to say pop out chat. And now I've got Pradeep over here. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to get Megan. I'm going to pop out that chat. Now, if you look at it,
that's really new.
You'll notice that I've got multiple chats. Okay. And these are all updated real time. I close this. And all of the updates that I've put in here, it's all saved in the overall Teams app. It's just gives you the interface. You can have multiple chats going at the same time. And I do this a lot when I'm chatting with my team. I'll have several discussions going at one time. So being able to pop a chat out, really helpful. Now, let's say I don't want to hear anything else. This very important chat. Let's say Megan and Pradeep are going back and forth talking about stuff. And I don't want to be bothered by this anymore. I don't want to get pop-ups. I don't want to get notified. I'm not leaving the chat yet, but I just don't want to get any noise from it. I can actually mute a particular chat. And you'll notice that it changes the icon next to it to indicate that it's now muted. As they go back and forth, I'm not going to get pop-ups. I'm not going to get dings. I'm not going to get this, that, and the other thing. It allows me to basically disregard it, but without leaving it. So when I later on want to go back and see what they were talking about, I can do that.
That is so annoying sometimes when people forget that they're in a group chat and they're talking about something that should probably go 1-1. Yeah, that's
it's
horrible.
Just like when you're stuck on one of those text messages or an email with a reply all and you flood your inbox. This is basically
Facebook Messenger. Oh my gosh.
Once you're done, if you decide that you want to be back notified of this chat, you go right back to the ellipses and we unmute it.
Yeah, the funny thing is a lot of people don't know those ellipses are there, Dave.
It's because they're not there until you actually hover over it. People don't see it there. It's just one of those things. We also, there's ellipses all over the place in Teams. I don't want to jump on any of the stuff that you or Vinny are going to be covering, okay?
Yep. You got to move on to here soon.
Yep. Let me think. What else? Oh, yeah. Let's say we absolutely are just done with this chat. I don't want to be part of it anymore. I can actually, again, hit the ellipses, and I can say leave. And then I'm going to say leave, and you will notice it says I left the chat, and now if Pradeep and Megan continue talking, I'm not going to be getting any of that information. There you go. All right. So, I mean, that is pretty much, filtering. Sorry, I almost forgot this. This is cool. Let's say I've got a big, long list of things, and I just want to find my chat with Pradeep. I'm going to search, and it'll show that Pradeep is there. I can also filter, and I can show just my unread chats. So do me a favor, Pradeep, send me another message.
I keep forgetting I'm not Pradeep.
So now if I go in here and I say filter, show me all my unreads, boom. Now I've got per each message.
Great way to catch up on your messages if you're out for a
Exactly.
few days.
One last piece, if I want to. Remember, I mentioned muting. If you want to figure out what is all the stuff I've been ignoring, filter, ellipses, muted. Now, I don't have anything muted right now, but if I did, it would show up in this list. That's all I got for organizing chats on the left-hand side. Vinny.
Golf clap, golf clap.
All right.
There you go.
So
you got features in the chat.
Yes. If you can share my screen, please, Jim.
I'm working on it right now.
All right. So just one more thing, just to recap on Dave's. When you leave a chat, it doesn't mean that person can never message you again. If you noticed, when I sent him another message, it just put it into another chat string. And so it kept the history of the old one and created a new chat string for that. All right. So,
hey, Vinny, can you show status, by the way, how to set your status?
Yes.
On the avatar?
Right. So up here on my avatar, to change my status, I have different options that are available here. Now, this status will change with your Outlook calendar automatically. If you are in a meeting, it can put you either in busy or do not disturb. If you're idle, it will put you in away mode. And if you're active on your computer, it can put you on available. But you can also manually change it if you'd like to by clicking again on your picture or on your avatar, and then click on the status menu here. And these are the different options. If you're in a status and you just want to set it back to your default, you can just click on reset status and it brings it back to available. In this case, I'm in the meeting and I don't want any pop-ups to come up while I'm in the meeting. I select do not disturb. Do not disturb is not available and suppress all notifications so that I'm not disturbed while this meeting is going on. I may be presenting, right? And I don't want a bunch of Teams pop-ups to keep popping up while I'm trying to present something. And so I have the option of logging off Teams, but that's not something I typically would do. I would just set it to do not disturb, and that would suppress the notifications for me. And once I'm done with the meeting, I can just set it back to either set it back to available, busy, whatever it is, or I can just reset it, which in most cases, it sets it back to available. All right. So that's my statuses. Another thing I want to show here is, let's say I've had a lot of conversations with Megan or with Alex here, I'm sorry, and I know that I sent Alex a file. Instead of having to scroll through the conversation to look for that file, the files are organized here at the top. I've sent files in, actually I think it was in this chat here. Any files that I would send, I would just click on files here and I would send, and it would show up there on that list. All right, this is just a picture. This was not an actual file, and so it was not showing up on that list. But if I send a Word document or anything like that, I would be able to see the files in that list. All right, so the thing I'm highlighting right now is your toolbar at the bottom of the chat. You can do normal things like format your text. You type in your message, and it doesn't have all the functionality of Word, but it does have pretty good functionality as for formatting text, creating hyperlinks, and so on and so forth. You get to that by clicking on the format button at the bottom, type in your messages, and you can select your format beforehand or afterwards, however your preference is on when you're formatting your chats and such. Here we can set the importance of the message. All of these, by the way, have keyboard shortcuts. If you look up Teams keyboard shortcuts in Google, you'll be able to find a list of them. Microsoft has a list of them. This one I believe is Control-Shift-I to mark it as important. And then also this one is pretty good because this is the nag one, I say. And this one's new. The urgent one is new. You can nag somebody until they read the message, which is really, really great if you really need to get somebody's attention. All right. I think Jim's finding that out for the first time today.
Yes, I am actually.
We
All
kind
right.
of kept it hidden from
Hey.
you, man.
My wife needs that one on trimming the bushes outside for me.
Yes. So you can attach files to a chat message. You can do it from your OneDrive, or you can do it from your directly from your computer. You can add emoticons here, emojis if you wanted to.
I love those.
They're animated as well, right? You can add some GIFs, and you can search. And I'm going to type in happy here, and you have a selection. It's all powered by Jiffy, and it's licensed to them. But some people say I sound like Kermit the Frog when I'm talking on a microphone.
I was thinking you look like Kermit. Whatever resemblance.
So you can add stickers as well. I mean, all kinds of things that you can do. Things that you're used to on like your Teams, not your Teams, your Facebook Messenger or your iPhone Messenger, Android Messenger, all those types of things. They've incorporated all those different things. You can also add a meeting event if you want to from chat, which I'm not going to do right now because we're going to talk about meetings in a little bit. But if you notice, to get back,
oh, man, you guys, hold on. I just see you guys turned your GIFs off. That's horrible. Why did we do that? That's no good.
That's a demo database.
That's
It has
like
nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
Right.
So the settings the GIFs can run eternally, or you can set them to turn off after a little while. If you notice, to get back to my chat window, I just clicked on the top navigation here to get back. All right. And then there's things like stream and praise as well. Jim has used the praise button a lot. I want to send praise to a specific person, and I can put different stickers, badges, and things like that as well. If you manage a team, that's a great thing. And then if there's different applications tied to which we're going to talk about at a later show, incorporating our applications and such. A lot of these options are available from the messages themselves. So if I want to go here, and I find this funny, I'm just going to laugh, and you notice that the message, I put a reaction to that message and such. So, but you can also look here, a lot of different options here as well that we're going to talk about again. Some of these options we'll talk about in a later show. All right,
guys, we're not going to get the meetings. We're not going to get the meetings.
Okay.
But this is a lot on chat. That's what we're doing right now, everyone, and we're really slowing this down. So you get biggest benefit from every functionality. So if we had planned on doing chats and meetings today, obviously we underestimate the amount of time that we're going to spend on chats, but that's okay.
We'll do meetings next week.
We'll definitely be having. Yeah, we'll do it next week. There's that, and that'll slow that down a lot. So you get a lot out of it. So, Vinny, I think it's worth mentioning both to, on your and Dave's topics that all these functionality, all the stuff that your features and functions, right, are available on the mobile app too. I use the mobile app. Really
I'm actually over here, and I'm watching all this stuff kind of from the mobile app. So,
are you really?
Yeah.
So you logged in the 10 and add it as a demo user. Yeah. And the
Yeah,
mobile app works really good.
The mobile app, actually, the one thing I like about the mobile app over the desktop app is in the desktop app, go ahead and just pop up your desktop app. In order to switch from one account to another, you have to actually sign out and then sign in with the other one, okay? In the mobile app, you actually have the ability to be signed into multiple accounts at the same time, and you can actually switch back and forth between them on the fly, which is really kind of cool. So,
and what people are watching, I'm going to tell today, for the people that are watching, they're like, well, why would I want different teams? Well, you never know, right?
Different organizations. So let me give the example for me. So I have SpliceNet, obviously, and all the teams that we have there, and my teams is actually connected to our clients and whatnot too. So I have some of our clients that I can just chat with. Okay, we're not going to have time to get to that today, but you have the ability to chat with people who are outside your organization even. But then I teach at University of Cincinnati. Well, that's a completely different tenant, and we use Teams there as well. So I have students and whatnot that will chat with me on Teams at UC. So I have to have both on my phone all the time because I'm going back and forth between them. That's just one good example.
And the other thing is that there's also a web app that you can log on, teams.microsoft.com or teams.office.com. You can get to with either URL. You sign in with your credentials, and in this case, I'm signed in with a different user, so I don't see the same chat. But as you can see, the functionality is the same as if I had the actual application on here. So I have my different teams, I have my chat, and I can send people messages the same way. It works exactly the same for chat with the web app as well. So if I want to send Alex a message, I just go there and I just say, hey, and I can hit enter or hit and he gets his message, and I have my functionality here as well.
So that's good. All that fun stuff. Let's get to some meat, if you will. So, Vinny, I'm going to stop spotlighting your screen. I'm going to go ahead and spotlight my screen and switch over my teams. Tell me you guys can see my teams.
Yep.
Not yet.
Well, not yet.
Okay.
We're looking at your stream.
I see your screen.
Yep.
I see your screen.
I switched over.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah, I've spotlighted my. Tell me when you see the teams now. Just playing catch up.
Move your teams over to that screen.
No, I got it all over here on one screen.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and you're not seeing teams yet?
Nope.
Well, it works wonderful for you guys.
Stop your sharing.
It's because I'm spotlighting Dave's. Sorry, Dave. I was spotlighting yours.
Thanks, David.
Right.
Good seeing you, man.
Thanks, David. Okay, so let's get some meat here real quick on my part. Can you guys see it now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, wonderful. And it's spotlighted. You guys can see it on full screen?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Okay. So, what I'm going to talk about is some really important functionality. It's great that we have all this way to chat between each other, but what about that work from home and we want to stay connected type of stuff, right? And so my job is to talk about this stuff up here in the top right. This is a video button, and did we say we could do this, Vinny? We were going to go ahead and do this. Is that right?
Yes,
so if I want to do
it.
We can. Okay. So I'm using a different camera. All right. So I'm going to go into a video. I'm in a conversation. I'm in a chat with me, and I just want to see him. And I just click that little button right there, and it calls him. And I am going to mute my microphone. And so it's calling.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're looking at wonderful Vinny. Go ahead and mute your other microphone. I think I get echo. And in just a moment, we will see Vinny. Right, Vinny? Maybe. There we go. Hi, Vinny. And in this meeting, I'm gonna go over it, okay? Real quick, while we're in this meeting, here's the toolbar for this. I'm sorry, it's not a meeting. It's still really just a chat, but it's a one-to-one internal chat. I can turn off video using this button right here. I can mute my microphone. I can share my screen, and we'll come back to that in a second. All right. And I've got some other options. So if I want to show some background effects, maybe I want to obfuscate my background so nobody can tell what it is. I click on the ellipses, and then I do the background effect, and then I apply it, and my background is now whatever I chose. You can also add custom pictures in there. Now I got to show the background that I added. We're going to go over a minute or so, but I mean, this is a nice topic for everyone. And we chose this right here and apply, and now we get my buddies, right, from the Muppets. Okay, you can add custom pictures in there too. It's just a JPEG. This is where you control your devices. So if you can't hear each other, you can control your microphone and your audio and your camera, which camera you're using. Then also we can. You're not going to hold or full screen. I'm not going to do that so much, but you can also record the meeting if you wanted to. All right. So those are nice functions while you're in the meeting. Say bye, Vinny. Say bye to my friends. And so I just hung up on Vinny. And so then maybe I don't want to see him. Maybe I just want to call him. So just an audio call with Pradeep. It's not Vinny, it's Pradeep. And so Now we would get video. We would just get an audio call and we could converse with each other. This demo actually happens to have a voicemail built into it. But so if he'd answered, we'd be audio. Now, real quick, guys, give me a thumbs up that you can still hear me and see me. Good. All right. If I wanted to show something on the screen, maybe I wanted to show some other feature, maybe my Outlook or a document that I'm working on, or maybe something in my. I click this little button right here, and I can show whatever I want to show on my screen. And so I'm going to show him my email because maybe we want to look at a particular email together. And now on Vinny's screen, Vinny, I'm going to show your screen if you don't mind. Would you show me what you're seeing?
It's just a little bit of lag right now because we have multiple video streams going on, but they'll show up in a minute.
Okay.
There it goes.
That I am. Yep. And so that's what I'm sharing to Vinny.
Yep. And this is my Teams window here, and I can see Jim's desktop or whatever application. You can choose the individual application that you want to share.
Yeah. And since we're in the same organization, I'm going to go back and pop over to my screen and show everyone in my screen. Since we're in the same organization, I could actually give Vinny control, or it's pretty deep in this case. So I could actually give him control of my screen, and he could then go ahead and move the mouse when you have an opportunity, Vinny. Dave, are you seeing our screen today? My screen?
I sure am.
So you see Vinny is moving the mouse, and so am I. We're actually both controlling my screen. So if he wanted to change to Alex's chat with me, go ahead and pop over there and hit that. You probably got an offset, don't you?
Well, it's a little bit laggy, but I'll
yeah. That's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. Let me go ahead and stop presenting and wrap it up, Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I stopped presenting. Now, Dave showed you how to add people. So you can add people to your chat right here. You can also pop out. What if I needed to find a chat? I know this person said something to me the other day. I need to find out what it was. So I just remember a keyword in it. And so I'll do that, and I can then do searches up here in the search bar. So I'm not going to go into filtering this out too much, but there's a lot of different filters available in the search bar in a lot of different areas. So you can filter it down by a person. You can filter it down by whether it was in a channel or maybe it was a one-on-one meeting. Okay, so guys, I got to tell you, we need to go and wrap this up so that we can get to the post-show. Remember, if you're a member of the No Law Firm Left Behind group on LinkedIn, which is a free group to join, we've got an after show. We're going to be kind of disconnecting and reconnecting into that stream in a second. I will tell you that, again, to join No Law Firm Left Behind, it's right there, the link on the screen. If you don't do anything, if you don't join the post-show show, that's fine. Go join this group because we post a lot of great information, and we have a lot of other people starting to post information in this group. It's a great group for people to stay in connection on 3 pillars of No Law Firm Left Behind, which is being more competitive in your law firm, keeping your staff and attorneys productive, and also getting clients to call from, and using technology, cybersecurity, productivity tools, and social media to do so. So, guys, thanks for this. I think it was pretty good. I hope everyone liked it. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead, Dave.
No, I just said lots more to come.
Yep. Oh yeah, lots more. We got at least another 2 weeks on this one. We may have to add another week, guys, on a bonus week. So if you're in YouTube or on Facebook and you want to join the post-show show, we're going to disconnect now and we're going to hop into that stream right now. We'll see you on the other side. Remember, if you're not a member, go No Law Firm Left Behind and you go join it real quick. It is in that group as well. Talk to you soon. Have a great one. Bye, everyone.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.